Hey guys, Big Boy 589 here with
Jeff Benson from Haunts for the Homeless and Spirits Rising Haunted House.
Here for the Hauntober 2018 Haunt Tours. We're inside the car for a reason because it is freezing like hell out here. We're here at Haunted Overload in Lee, New Hampshire, and we're about to head into this place to check it out, guys. Here we go. Now that we're done freezing our ass off, that place is freezing in line. We have to do the review, and I'm excited because this place was just by far amazing. So right off the back, when we get there, we get to this line, all right? And the line itself,
it's over an hour long. It's
over an hour long, yeah, exactly. So it is pretty cool to see how they put stuff in the line and make it work. So we're doing atmosphere. Atmosphere is very important for me and Jeff. Like I said, when it comes down to haunts, we want our sets to look really good when it comes to the sets itself. And these sets, they're bloody outstanding. Like, I don't know massive wooden sculptures. Yeah, I don't know where they got all this wood. Probably in the woods. They chopped down the trees and just said, you know what, let's put it back in the woods. Except let's use them as sets. So I gotta say, you guys get a solid 5 out of 5 from me for that. Those sets were bloody amazing. Jeff agrees, 5. It's great. So one of the other things is scareability. So scaring is very important to us as haunters. Obviously, we want to make sure we can scare the patrons. And these guys, yeah, don't remind me. Don't remind me. The littlest scares, the littlest things. I don't know why they got me. A can with freaking rocks in it.
4 times. 4 times.
You know what? That's fine. I'll wait for the next haunt when you get scared. You guys get a 5 out of 5 for that. Yeah, he agrees with the
It was really good because I was walking in back of him and I saw him got each time, and every time was hilarious.
You're a bastard, man. You're a bastard. So creep factor is very important to us. Like I said, it's very creepy when you can make a patron just feel creeped out when they walk through. There's a scene in here when it came to it, like there's a kid laughing and there's this noise. I don't know what that noise was. If I could describe the noise, I would tell you, but it creeped the hell out of me. And I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna hear it tonight when I sleep. That's how creepy it was. It definitely gets a 5 out of 5.
I loved all the fog they had. They must have spent a fortune in fog machines. There's fog in almost every scene, and it's a very long walk for this haunt. But the creep factor, there's a lot of the actors were hiding in the dark, but also a lot of them were hiding right out in the open in front of you, and you didn't know they were there, or you thought they were like a mannequin or a prop. These actors are good. They knew what they were doing. They did their job very well. I didn't get got, but I was creeped out a couple times. You guys did an excellent job. I give you guys a 5.
Yeah, the mannequins really got me. Like I said, one of the things I want to say about this place is mannequins. They play a huge part when I walk through there because I'm looking at things and I'm like, that's a mannequin, that's a mannequin, and all of a sudden it's not a mannequin, it's a real person.
And it was like flip-flops. You think the actors are mannequins and you think the mannequins are actors. It was so well done.
Yeah, definitely creepy for that. So I'm with him. Like I said, 5 out of 5. One of the other things we look at is makeup and props and actors. Like it's all into one basically. I think a lot of the costumes that we did see, because it is kind of dark when you go through the haunt, that we did see was outstanding. Like there's a guy in there that had a mask and it looks so cool. Like I only can describe it. It had sharp teeth when you opened up, and it was like all those masks that go and it opens up and it's a sharp.
That was cool.
Yeah, I couldn't hold back. And then the clowns. I'm a glutton for clowns. That last clown smelled like cotton candy. I just wanted to, you know, I couldn't. I just couldn't. 5.
The makeup was very good. The costumes were very good. A lot of each costume was so elaborate and very well thought up and designed. I'd give you guys a 5 for costumes and makeup.
So my favorite scene out of that haunt had to been the one of the hillbilly scenes when the guy had a human made into a banjo.
The banjo.
And they call it the manjo. And it's a tie between that one and the first scene and then the carnival where all the sideshow was.
And he was playing it too. He was playing his banjo. That was cool.
Yeah, I gotta say it's the tie between the carnival freak scene and then the manjo scene.
Right. Well, you know what mine is. And getting back to the design work, the scenic design work. Last year they built this haunted house, literally built it from scratch. A haunted house that you can actually, it's like a life-size house that you can actually walk through. And it's like, I thought it was just gonna be a facade, you know, like the front, like they do in the movies and stuff. No, it's a whole house that you can actually walk through, and it looks like something out of the Munsters, okay? And it's like, oh wow, you can walk through it. So we walk through, and just the scenic design that's inside this haunted house, it's like, this is what a haunted house looks like. It was very short walk through, but the scenic, just the ambiance of this whole short, this small haunted house was just pure perfection. The lighting, the characters, the costumes, the people in it, the accessories and furnishings inside this house. Even the last scene with the little funeral there, with the little coffin. I thought that was a little dark, but I thought that was done to perfection. But that is my favorite scene here at Haunted Overload.
So the last thing we look at is going to be overall rating. It's no argument here. I think for what I saw, the set design and everything, it all equals a 5. Like, you guys have an awesome set. I really like it. I think the only thing that would make it just a little bit better is I think if you held the group a little bit more, because like it kind of got crowded as you went through a little bit. But it wasn't so bad though. Like I said, these people in front of us were just like, oh, you guys go ahead. We walk a little fast, or we walk a little slow, which is fine. But if they held the group a little bit, it would have been like, I don't know. I felt like the actors could have played a little more, and I think the actors would enjoy that. But definitely a 5 overall for me.
Yeah, about halfway through it got a little busy again, and the lines kind of got backed up. Other than that, it was wow, a 5.
All right, guys. So we're here at Haunted Overload with Eric, the owner of Haunted Overload. I gotta tell you one thing. You guys are bloody amazing. I've been to like almost 5 different haunts already right now, and you guys stand out as one of the best sets I've seen so far. Everything I've seen here is amazing.
Oh, cool. Glad you guys like it. It was pretty cold tonight, and the pacing was kind of weird. There's a lot of people just looking around like sightseeing. but last night we did 2,100 people, and it was a nice pace. It was awesome. So every you know what I noticed, every show is different. Every crowd is different, so it's crazy.
This is one of our first stops in New Hampshire. The second stop we're going to is going to be Fright Kingdom later in the week. I'm very excited. So a couple questions I want to ask you real quick. So how long has Haunted Overload been open for? How many years have you been open?
Well, it started as a home haunt in my front yard, and we were raising money for the animal shelter, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And what happened was I had a small front yard, and I started putting telephone poles in to make these giant monsters, and the thing just got so out of control in the front yard that I had to either quit or attempt to make a business out of it. So in 2007, I moved it from the front yard to another farm down the road. We did it there 3 years. So this current location has been since 2010. So
one of the things I want to ask is, where do you draw your inspirations from some of your sets and some of your designs and stuff?
The inspiration, it pretty much comes from, I don't know, I mean, just like, I like to keep everything as authentic Halloween as possible, like all these scarecrows and everything, you know, very organic looking. So I just try and make, you know, really big things that that look organic and that fit in with the scenery.
Yeah, what I've noticed is a lot of haunts I've been to, they have like known characters like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. What you do is original. A lot of your characters are all original characters that I never seen before, and they stand out. And I love, that's what I love about it. And I like to see new things. And you guys accomplished a lot with those characters. Everyone I ran through, they're bloody amazing.
Well, that's the best thing about it is we all the actors that we take in have the passion of it, and they all create their own. They all do their own makeup. We don't have a makeup artist or anything. They spend, weeks and months making these crazy costumes. So I'm really proud of that, and proud of all of them for coming up with. And I like to give them a high degree of flexibility. Like I'll give them an area, and we involve them in the build of their area and stuff like that. So it really gets them involved. That's why they take it to the next level of detail and everything. So I love it. So
just curiosity, I gotta say one of my favorite scenes I gotta put out there had been the hillbilly scene with the banjo.
Yeah.
And then one of the other favorite scenes had been the first scene I walked through was the carnival with all the sideshows. What is one of the scenes you have here that stands out to you this year as one of your favorites?
I think, well, you know what? Each time we create a new scene, it becomes the favorite. Like that hillbilly scene is I thought that was him. The hillbilly scene is is brand new this year, and we had Eric Fisher come join us last year, as a brand new actor, and he had that character, the hillbilly character. So I built the whole scene around his character, and he spent the winter making that banjo. So that was great. That all fit together. But then also the body bag scene with the burlap bodies, that's completely new this year. So I really like that. That took hours and hours and hours of work on each one of those bodies, and all the placement of them and everything. So that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of the things that stand out here that really makes me I have a creep out factor in the reviews when I do the review. The fact that the mannequins, you can't tell the difference between a mannequin and a human. And sometimes you think the human is a mannequin, but it's actually a mannequin, and that mannequin's actually a human. It sets you in an irky moment. Like you're walking through, like, is that guy gonna jump out?
Right.
Is he gonna jump out? And no, and that person over here you thought was a mannequin is coming up behind you, like, yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, I like it. Like in the graveyard, we've got all these ones just cheap mannequins dressed in black, and I know it works because when I'm going through there shutting stuff off, I'm like, and I see the silhouette of it, I'm like, oh my god, that looks real.
Yeah. So where can people go to help out, volunteer to help out the haunt?
Well, we give 10% right off the top to the Cocheco Valley Humane Society. To date, we've given I think $230,000 or something to them, and so every year we like to improve and increase our donation. So if you go onto the website, it's Howl for the Animals link on the bottom, and that will get in touch with us, because we always need new volunteers, because there's people going away to college and stuff like that. So we always have room for more.
So guys, Big Benoit 589, the Haunted Overload in New Hampshire. It is by far one of my favorite haunts so far this year, and I've been through a couple of them already, and I still got another like 6 more to go. And I'm going to do the wrap-up video. You guys are going to see all the ratings down there. So if you guys like the video, be sure to come visit Haunted Overload. Come by, get yourself frightened. Look at all these amazing sets. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, guys, this place, Haunted Overload, you have to come down to New Hampshire for this one. It's really great. We were going to do another haunt, but it got late. So next week, guys, you're going to see Fright Kingdom and possibly Nightmare New England. So be prepared to watch for that one coming out. And I don't know, maybe Ghost Harbor. Maybe we can figure, maybe. Yes. So guys, Big Benoit 589 here.
Jeff Benson from Haunts for the Homeless and Spirits Rising Haunted House.
For Hauntober Tour Reviews 2018. Signing off.